Hey, I just got done with my workout and thought I would come on here because I kind of had something profound to talk about. This is actually my first live stream on YouTube, so hopefully this will work. And so here's what I wanted to talk to you about. So I do, I've done this since I was 20. I do weights at the gym. And one of the things I do is squats and lunges and other things, that's but the reason I'm telling you about the squats is because you're holding this, big amount of weight on your, across and you're squatting. So there's a little bit of pressure here holding the weights as you're, you know, going up and down with the weights. So and wow, what a profound thing that I want to teach you about clearing things out. And you're probably wondering, what the heck does this have to do with that? But it so does. Okay. And when you my point is when you have little subtle things that take your energy and you don't even realize that it's doing that much, pulling on your energy as much as it is, it can be so subtle, and this happens to you on a daily basis. Trust me, this happens to you on a daily basis. It is such a subtle thing that you don't even realize that it's doing it. So, and I know this stuff, and I knew it was a little bit of an attention getter, but not to the extent that I figured out today. So, okay, let me explain. Okay, so I'm doing my squats, and um sorry, let me back up. I'm just throwing this out there without preparing ahead. And okay, so my sometimes I get a little bit of pain right here. If I put a lot of pressure on it, and it's from a past when I was became a single mom. I tried I had to get a part-time job, and I wanted to stay out of the corporate world. So I worked for this guy who did um, sold meditation supplies. And so I pack and ship, and I'd be using my hands, and I'm like, doing all this like kind of in there in the trenches kind of work. And it took a toll on me to the point that my I had so much pain in my wrists, I had to wear braces to even do the work. That's how much I did not want to go to corporate. Anyway, so um anyway, he oh my gosh. My mind is all over the place. So anyway, so every once in a while when I'm doing weights, if I'm not really careful about how I hold my hand, it'll put so much pressure on there that I'll start to feel it. And so I didn't know where my brace was for this hand. And so I found it. And so I was like, oh, well, I'm going to wear it today, So there I am, doing my weights, and and so I hold it where the bar is kind of going right there, but there's like a little steel bar inside of here where there's no pressure going here. And so I wore that today. And so as I'm doing my lunges, it was so much easier because I don't know if you do weights, but squats and lunges are freaking hard. I mean, it's like I dread leg day, but I do it anyway because I like how it keeps me in shape. So I'm doing my legs, and I'm holding the bar, and I'm realizing how much more energy and focus I had because I did nothing else different than I normally do. So I had so much more. It was so much easier for me to do the squats and lunges, and that was a subtle little thing, just not being concerned about where's my wrist? What, like, ooh, I got to move it this way a little. I don't want all the weight on there. So it kind of feels, so I feel it for a few days. And, and so I was thinking after, wow, here's these subtle things we have in our life that pull our energy away. They pull our focus away. We don't even realize how much it is doing that. I didn't know how much harder it was making my squats and lunges harder. Just being concerned about my, this made it harder to do my squats and lunges because my focus was on my legs, but also my focus was subtly here. And by my focus being subtly here, I'm not in the energy of, really getting as much out of my doing my squats and lunges as I want. So, um, and so my point in sharing this is that these subtle little things that pull you from your life and pull your energy until you clear them. Okay, my way of clearing it was bracing, like then I didn't have to focus on it, right? So when you clear things, it opens you up to be able to do better in other areas of your life. I hope that makes sense. I'm trying to like do this analogy here. Um, but yeah, so that's really the what I wanted to share, that subtlety of this and letting go of that, right? Because, I did something to take care of it. That created a space of being able to have much more energy and literally less pain because doing squats is like painful for me, but I do them anyway. And it's just like it's hard. It's really hard. So it takes a lot of focus. And but I was able to focus better. It wasn't as treacherous and draining to me to do it. I didn't realize how much the being concerned that I, was being careful so I didn't, have any pain in here. Yeah. So anyway, I just wanted to share that with you. And if you think about something in your life where maybe it might be pulling on you, like a subtle way of pulling on you, and, and clearing that and taking care of that, which will open you up to have more peace maybe in your life in another area. All right. Hope that makes sense. All right. Bye for now. Share, hit like, and subscribe.